Okay, Rich, like we get this question all the time from people and hey, I want to sell my house here before too long, but when is the best time to sell my house?
Yeah, I get that a lot. And honestly, like my first question to, my client or somebody that is thinking about selling is what's leading to you thinking about selling your house? Is it a life event or something else? Like typically there's some sort of motivation. And so that's going to be the primary driver, not really like the seasons, but like let's talk about the different seasons. I hear fall, like I'm going to wait until, or no, not fall. I want to wait till spring to sell my house. Yeah. See, I get confused on the seasons, but so walk me through like, why do people wait till the spring? What's so good about it?
Well, there's a lot of talk and buzz about real estate in the spring, like we see and start hearing about it happen. And there is seasonality in our market. So we do see a bump in listings and home sales. And a lot of it's because of this belief that things sell better in the spring. And the pro to it is you might have some nicer weather, you might have greener grass and some of those things. But the cons are you have a tremendous amount of competition because we do see a big bump starting between Valentine's Day and middle of March of inventory coming in the market. So like we all know when you have more competition, there's more selection on the buyer side.
Yeah. So I hear if you're not a perfect 10 out of 10 in condition, your house isn't show ready or something like that, if the competition is, that could affect either the price of your house or how many showings you get, how many offers. Is that right?
It can, yeah. And so it just depends. Like if you have more competition and buyers have more selection, like by default, like you're going to be compared to more options for that buyer. So,
And what about, like what are the pros and cons of selling in the winter?
In the wintertime, you actually have the opposite of the spring. We have people actually pull their house off the market for the winter, and so we see actually reduction in the inventory that's available. So the selection is less. So we also see a higher likelihood of more motivated buyers in the market in the wintertime. People don't shop after church for fun at real estate. They don't walk through open houses on their way home from lunch or something. In the wintertime, they're actively on a mission. We have limited daylight. The weather's not as nice, but the people looking are more motivated.
Yeah, so you get higher motivated buyers potentially in the winter because there's maybe fewer of them wanting to go through the snow. You also have less competition. Typically, there's not as many homes on the market in the winter. And so, the opposite is true, is if you're not a 10 out of 10 in condition, you may still be able to get the price that you desire without having to be in pristine condition and match with motivated buyers.
Yeah, we've been in business for 17 years. We see a very, very minimal fluctuation in median and average sale price between the seasons. We mostly see bigger swings in inventory, and those swings in inventory can actually affect like how many people look at it. There isn't really a bad or good time to list your house, just like there's not a bad or good day of the week to list your house.
Yeah, that makes sense. So in summary, there is some seasonality. Obviously in our areas, we get all 4 seasons. There's some seasonality and maybe the number of people looking in the winter. But for you as a seller, you have less competition, more competition potentially in the spring and summer months. And so you have to be in higher condition potentially. And like you said, end of the day, doesn't matter the day of the week, the month of the year, people are always looking to buy real estate. And so if there's an event that's motivating you to list your house, a marriage, another child on the way, divorce, whatever it may be, we'd love the opportunity to sit down with you and get you a value on your home and chat with you about how we can help you get it sold.
Awesome.